Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on the latest stories. We start with this report claiming that Barcelona duo Marcos Alonso and Inaki Pena have been reassured their registration will be completed soonest. We are going to discuss on that as we move ahead. Secondly, talking about this other transfer report claiming that Barcelona are set to battle with Real Madrid and Manchester City for this 100 million rated Wonderkid next year, 2024. We are also going to be looking at that in much detail. So as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. If you're just coming across the channel for the very first time, you are very much welcome. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. As was the case in 2022, Barcelona have once again found it difficult to register all their players in time for the start of the season. Last year, it was Jules Koundé who had to wait for a few games into the campaign before he could be registered and play in La Liga. This time out, Marcos Alonso, Inaki Pena, and Inigo Martinez find themselves in the same situation as the Frenchman was in last summer. The La Liga champions have been getting the registration done step by step in light of the financial situation, having started off with the likes of Ronald Araujo and Ilkay Gundogan, followed by Sergio Roberto, Oriol Romeo, Ace Abday. Martinez's registration has been delayed as he was out injured, and as such, the club prioritized other players ahead of him. Alonso and Pena, however, have been waiting eagerly on the sidelines for the Blaugrana to sort matters out. Given the situation, recent reports have suggested that Marcos Alonso could already be on his way out this summer, with clubs from the Premier League and Saudi Arabia sniffing around. However, Marcus Marie Carmen Torres is now reporting that Barcelona have sent messages of reassurance to both Alonso and Pena, informing them that they will be registered in the next few days. Alonso signed a new contract with Barca earlier this year, pending an extension for another season until 2024. And despite his registration not taking place, the report adds that the left back is not considering an exit. As for Pena, he too committed his future to the club not very long ago, signing a 3-year contract until 2026, and is not thinking about changing the course of his career because of the registration problems. Barcelona have reassured the pair that the club executives are working to address the matter at the earliest possible and that they will be registered in the next few days. Whether it will be in time for the game in the weekend against Villarreal remains to be seen, however. Of course, registration has been done quite well before the La Liga starts, but some players were not registered owing to injuries, and of course, some players owing to, maybe not being consistent in their form. And two players who have been reassured, as I said, are Inaki Pena, Marcos Alonso. They have been reassured that they will be registered soon enough, but we don't know if it will be before the game against Villarreal or not. Inaki Pena, of course, extended his contract last year, and he has not been registered, right? He has been a goalkeeper with such good qualities. He was loaned out to Galatasaray 2 seasons ago. But now that seeing Marc-Andre ter Stegen being in the best form possible, Inaki Pena has seen very reduced game time, as we barely saw him last season between the sticks. But I think for the Copa del Rey clash, that are still in the subsidiary stages. I think we can see him play there. For Marcos Alonso, he hasn't been registered too. His future remains uncertain. There have been a lot of reports, you know, talking about that the player might be sold. There have been offers in the Premier League. There have been offers in Spain. There have been offers elsewhere for Marcos Alonso, even though he did extend his contract. But departing Barca will not be the biggest of shock. I bet a period where Barca are looking for cash in order to, adjust their financial fair play and sign new players. Alonso has been inconsistent in his form, and just the fact that he wasn't registered before the La Liga opener, even against Cadiz, he wasn't registered. It shows that Xavi does not really see that importance like he used to last season. And we definitely saw that pre-season was when Alonso's sloppiness showed or was exposed as Xavi Hernandez was not pleased with the left back's performance. Since Jordi Alba left, Alonso has been seen as the only backup now to young Alejandro Balde, who has cemented that left back position to be his own. But now that Alonso is not doing quite well since his Chelsea move, what comes of the player's future remains to be seen. Then on to the final story of discussion. Why Barcelona have enough manpower in midfield. The management is already looking forward to the 2024 summer transfer window and what can be done in the future. In this regard, if a report from Sport is to be believed, the Blaugrana entity is expected to go head to head with the likes of Real Madrid and Manchester City for the acquisition of 20-year-old Bayer Leverkusen Wonderkid Florian Wirtz. Leverkusen's youngest ever player in Bundesliga at 17 years and 15 days. Wirtz made his senior team debut during the 1920 season and has been a regular for them since, making more than 100 club appearances at just 20 years of age. Even the talent Wirtz is rightly expected to gather all the attention, and the aforementioned outlet claims that Barca are certainly not the only team monitoring the player's progress. In fact, Real Madrid happen to be the most interested team, while Man City are in the race too. The citizens, in particular, are looking at him as a potential replacement for Kevin De Bruyne. As a matter of fact, the Premier League champions are not waiting till 2024 to make their move as they have already inquired about the player's availability. Barca have had their eyes on Wirtz for a long time and have been reportedly planning a move for him in 2024. However, signing the German prodigy will be a difficult task for Barca, with the reason being Leverkusen's transfer fee demand for him. So, guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.